everyone, welcome back. So my past few videos have definitely been on the negative side, and today I thought I'd change it up with a positive one. As we all know, there are very many companies in K-pop, all of which manage a variety of artists and groups, and recently I've been thinking about which song from each company across every artist and group they manage is my favorite, and today I'll be sharing my picks with you. This video won't just be covering title tracks. If a B-side is my favorite song from a company, I will list that instead. However, I just thought I'd let you know that I'm not completely familiar with every single discography under every single company. That's like an impossible task. I'm gonna do my best to go over as many companies as possible, but I don't have all the time in the world and I can't get everyone. Thanks so much for watching, and without further ado, let's get into the video. Being heavily overshadowed by Touch My Body since it came out only a month after, I Swear doesn't really come into discussion when it comes to summer K-pop songs. However, in my opinion at least, it's absolutely the best thing Starship has ever put out. I'm not a big fan of how songs are seemingly getting shorter and shorter nowadays, and with I Swear being almost 4 minutes long while never getting repetitive, it has more longevity than just about any summer song that's been released in the past 3 years. I don't think I need to describe how good Sistar's vocals are. I'll just say their powerful yet light vocals are able to perfectly complement the brassy instrumental, and Hyorin, now known as Hyolin's high notes, are something that haven't been matched in K-pop since. I Swear is by no means a groundbreaking or experimental song, but it takes the absolute best of the summer pop sound and turns it up to an 11, creating a song that has such a grip on my brain where I have to play it at least once a week. Meki's entire discography could honestly be on this list, but since I have to narrow it down to one song, I decided on Sweet Dreams. I must say, Meki has one of the most underrated rap lines in the entire industry, and they, combined with the rest of the members, are able to make Sweet Dreams one of the most cinematic songs to ever exist. I know Halloween just ended, but Sweet Dreams is one of the best Halloween anthems to ever exist in K-pop. I was seriously looping it for hours at a time leading up to the holiday. Sweet Dreams is chock full of dramatic percussion and choir-like vocals that make the song sound angelic and sinister at the same time, and that's exactly what they set out to do. If you close your eyes while listening to it, you'll feel like Alice falling down the tree trunk and into Wonderland, because the production quality is so high where it feels like an entire movie in a 3-minute song. The best part about Sweet Dreams is its purposeful and effective usage of speeding up and slowing down the rhythm to create these build-ups that are followed by sections that never disappoint. I don't like saying this because I think the phrase is widely overused, but if there was ever a B-side that was title track material, this is the one I would pick. This song has every single little detail you could ever want in a title track, and I'll forever be sad that it's just a B-side. As someone who is disappointed by Hot Sauce, all of the B-sides, and especially Diggity, really redeemed the album. I kind of stand by the idea that Diggity is just a better version of Hot Sauce, having a similar chanting chorus that, unlike Hot Sauce, is actually melodic, while at the same time still having that loud up-in-your-face NCT sound. I'm also just a huge fan of that pre-chorus. Anything that lasts longer than these 10-second pre-choruses we've been getting recently, I'm all down for. And just, Haechan. Do I need to go on? Well, I will. Haechan's vocals, oh my god, carry literally every single song Dream ever puts out. Not to say that the other members couldn't fill his shoes, but just like, oh my gosh, his vocals so good. I also love how Diggity has that rowdy sound to it similar to 127, while at the same time sounding very much so Dream. It's a loud song, don't get me wrong, but it's also very bratty and very childish in a way that 127 wouldn't be able to pull off. And their voices just have so much personality where I have to pick up what they're putting down. Say what you want about NCT's recent title tracks as a whole, but man, their B-sides always hit. Do you really think I could talk about good SM songs without mentioning FX? I feel a little bad because they have so many stellar B-sides that never get talked about, but Rum Pum Pum Pum, I just can't lie to myself and say this isn't FX's best. Being the beginning and the true catalyst for experimentation from SM, Rum Pum 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 is truly the pinnacle of out-of-the-box amazing music. Using samples such as acapella percussion as well as the effective implementation of overlapping vocal layers, Rum Pum 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 is all all over the place, but where it really shines is how it knows when to build. And when that final chorus hits, you're gonna hear just about every single sound that's been introduced to you from the first second, but it's never gonna get overwhelming. Rum Pum 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 relies on a guitar riff that's present throughout almost the entire song, and the constant factor in that guitar makes the absolute chaos that is the rest of the song processable. The song throws about every single thing you could ever imagine at you, and it's something that's really interesting to dissect and pick out all the different sounds that you can hear. But with that guitar, it never feels like an overwhelming process, and I think that's really just brilliant. Rum Pum 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 is an experimental masterpiece, and I don't know if SM will ever top it.
We are players.
Player is not for everyone, and a lot of people won't understand the appeal. But if you get it, you get it, and you are one of the lucky ones. Beating out literally every single other boy group that exists right now for the loudest song, Player is pure noise, but it is so good. Going from an 80 in the verses to a 90 in the pre-chorus to a 300 in the actual chorus, when that drop hits, it feels like what happens when you mix a grass field and a gender reveal party. I don't think many people really understand the term noise music, because Player is truly the epitome of that, and most of the things that we call noise nowadays don't even come close. There is not a single song that can get me more hyped than Player, and if you're a fan of any of these boy groups that people label as noisy, you need to check this song out, because it is everything that those groups do turned up to a 15, and we really do need more of it. Dare I say this is the best thing Full 8 Loom has ever put out? Don't get me wrong, Full 8 Loom and JYP have both put out some amazing songs, but I don't think anything they've worked on has as much drive as Lullaby. With every section flowing so effortlessly into the next, the fast and funky bass combined with the futuristic and floaty synth lines create one of the most attention-grabbing fun pop songs to ever exist. And man, that chorus? Ugh, chef's kiss. I seriously think this song could be the perfect opener to any big award show. Having that luxurious and refined sound, Lullaby just feels expensive. And I can't even begin to imagine how much money was put into ensuring the production quality. I also must say, GOT7's vocal line is seriously underrated. The entire chorus just feels so crisp, having some of the most easy to listen to vocals to make a song that you could loop for hours and hours on end without ever getting bored.
Switch it up. Oh, run, baby, run. Oh, run, baby, run.
I know I complained earlier about songs being so short nowadays, but if you're gonna make something less than 3 minutes long, make sure it packs a punch like Red Moon. KARD has done a really good job at carving out their own little place in the K-pop scene, really being the forefront of the Latin fusion sound in K-pop. Being a co-ed group, you're really able to get a diversity of voices in KARD that you just can't get anywhere else. The fact that the male and the female members are both able to sing the chorus in the same key really gives Red Moon that extra oomph. And considering DSP is so awful at management, they got so lucky in getting these 4 talented idols under their management. And that concludes this video. As you can tell, I left out some of the most prominent companies in K-pop because if I ever make a part 2, I'll know which ones to use. This was an extremely difficult video, and pitting these groups against each other when so many of them have amazing discographies was really tough. If your favorite group wasn't mentioned, there's no hate intended. I love Twice, they're the only JYP group I stan, but Lullaby, I just have to give it to them. Thanks so much for watching the video, and make sure to leave your favorite songs from each company in the comments below. If you enjoyed, consider leaving a like, and if you want to see more from me, I would love it if you subscribed. Thanks again so much for watching, and without further ado, see you next time.